and welcome back to my channel and another video. Today's video I am going to be reflecting on 2019 and sharing my 2020 goals with you all. That sounds so flipping cool saying 2020. 2020 is going to be my year because literally I love even numbers. We've got like on our heating system, Lou always puts it at number 17. I'm like down to 16, it's got to be even at all times. So yeah, I feel like this year is going to be my year purely because it's an even number. I just sat there and watched my last year's goals, and well actually last year I called it my achievements of 2018 and my goals for 2019, but I'm not going to call this one about my achievements of 2019 purely because I sat there and I was like, last year went quite smooth and there wasn't anything in particular apart from doing amazing on YouTube and reaching 5,000 subscribers. There wasn't really anything, and a couple of other bits which I couldn't really talk about. There was a couple of things, there wasn't really anything huge that stood out to me that I could talk about that I achieved last year, which sounds a bit sad, Harriet, actually, but I'm not like doubting myself. It's just there wasn't anything in particular that came out to me that I was like, yeah, no, I'm going to talk about that. So I'm going to reflect over 2019 and we're going to talk about 2020 and all my goals for 2020. I love watching these videos because they're so positive. I think that I just love reflecting on the past year, and if you're watching a certain YouTuber, you could watch their one from last year and then watch how they've grown in a year. And I just think it's a really nice positive video to watch on a channel. So yeah, without further ado, I wrote some notes on my phone. I was going to write them down, but then I was just like, it's quite hard reflecting over a year. I always find you've got to like go back and look at what you've actually done. You know what I'm saying? So also guys, I'm going to put my Instagram here. It's at basically a princess. I talk daily over there and do funny random stuff. So if you want to see what I'm up to on daily life situations, head over to Instagram. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, without further ado, let's just talk about 2019. So we started 2019 in January. Obviously, Harriet. Didn't do much in January. It was just quite a quiet month. January is one of them months where you just kind of, you don't do much, do you? So I didn't do much in January. February, Lou was looking at wanting to get a new job, and I think I touched on it on here a bit, that he would be working away if he got the job. So we went away in February to like a little, I went away in February for about a week to Glencoe while Lou was doing a little bit of training. So that was quite fun. And then Lou got his new job in, I think it was March time. And that was when quite a lot of vlogs started on my channel. I was living alone for 2 weeks of the month. So you guys saw some quite raw vlogs then, because at first it was quite a big thing to adjust to. And then, yeah, so that was March. Lou got his new job, and also at the end of February going into March, I went away for a weekend away with my mum for my birthday, and that was so nice. When you move out, it's just nice to spend time with your mum, I think. So we had a really nice, it was a couple of nights away or a night away. We went to Inverness anyway. We just got our hair done, we had cocktails, we had a nice dinner out, and that's definitely something that maybe I should start thinking about planning again with my mum this year, because I just really enjoyed that night away. Yeah, so that was into March last year. Then we went into summer and working in retail. I work in retail and it's a little bit crazy. So it's absolutely mental in the summer where I live. If you don't know where I live and you've just found this video, I'm not sure you'd find this video over just searching this, but it's probably just my subscribers that watch this. But I live on the Isle of Skye on an island. It's a tourist destination, and in the summer it is crazy where I live, like absolutely categorically insane. It's so busy. So the summer kind of goes like a bit of a blur, and obviously Lou was working away, so I just had my head down. We booked a family holiday to Gran Canaria as well, so we had that to look forward to, and it wasn't just me and Lou going, it was like the whole family was going. So I was really looking forward to that all year. So it was kind of like one of them things, like although Lou was working away and I was working a lot, it was kind of like that end deadline. I was like, I know this holiday's coming. So me and Lou also went away to St Andrews to celebrate his 30th birthday. We did quite a lot of like weekend getaways in 2019. We went to Glasgow for the weekend. We went to St Andrews. Did we do Edinburgh last year? No, we didn't do Edinburgh last year. And then we did Glasgow in December. So then we went on holiday to Gran Canaria in October. What else did we do? There's a couple of things that went on behind the scene in 2019 which will be revealed very soon, and it's so frustrating because I was going to hold off filming this video to reveal what was going on in 2019, but I actually can't do that. So I'm going to have to wait and film another video in a couple of weeks and explain to you all what was going on. But yeah, we've had lots of stuff going on in 2019 that I couldn't really talk about on the channel and in life on Instagram and just in general. And there's going to be some huge changes in 2020 this year, but I can't tell you all for another few weeks, which is really irritating putting this video out there. But I wanted to get this video filmed anyway so I can look back on filming it a year from last year. So that was my review really of 2019. I looked back on my last year, on my video that I filmed for last year's one, And I touched on a bit about how I'd been suffering with anxiety in 2018, and I was hoping that I would conquer it in 2019, and I think I can confidently say I still get days where I'm a little bit anxious, but my mind is so much flipping, like, I don't know, I'm in a different place. Like, I don't really let things get to me, and I just feel like my anxiety has been so much better in 2019, and you do get the odd day yet where you don't feel amazing, but 9 times out of 10 I feel like I can cope with things much better than I did the year before, and that is only a flipping positive, you know. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. And I also said on my video last year that I get so worried about things, you know, and I get myself so worked up about things, and I think I've got to the point now where there's really no need to get worked up about little things, and just make your life easier. If you're worrying about something, just set aside 10 minutes to either write down what you're worrying about, or just do what the thing you're worrying about, because at the end of the day, what's the worst case scenario that could happen? You know what I mean? Sometimes you worry about things and there's really nothing to worry about. Let's have a little tea break here. So yeah, that's my reflection on 2019. This is the roundup. Lots of exciting things happened. Couldn't talk about most of them, but also lots of sad things happened, which you also couldn't talk about you didn't want to put out into the internet world. But apart from that, I wouldn't say it was a horrific year. It was a challenging year, but I felt like I was okay and I was ready to challenge that year, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Mentally, I was in a better mindset, is what I'm saying. So let's go on to 2020. I wrote down some goals, personal goals for myself for this year. There's going to be some huge flipping changes happening in my life this year, which I will talk about in the next few weeks. Some that I'm really nervous about and some that I'm really excited about, and it's just a mixture of emotions. But let's go on and I'll tell you guys some of my goals for 2020. So last year I said in 2019 I wanted to hit 2,500 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year, and I didn't just hit that, I hit 6,500 subscribers by the end of 2019. So this year I'm like, okay, well, what should I do for this year's goal for my YouTube subscribers? So I'm gonna put it out there, and I'm not gonna do something totally out of range, if you know what I mean. I don't like that I'm gonna hit 25,000, because that's probably not gonna happen. So I'm gonna say I want to hit, I'm currently just below 7,000 subscribers, so I want to reach 15,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, because that would be so flipping cool if I had 15,000. Oh, okay, that would be really cool. So I'm gonna go for 15,000 by the end of the year. If I gain any more, that's a bonus, and if I gain any, well, hopefully I won't gain any less, but you get what I'm saying. 15,000 by the end of this year would be super cool. And I also want to say a huge thank you to all of you new people that have joined my channel over this year. I just literally, it blows my mind. Every time I get a new person on my app that says, oh, a new person subscribed, I'm like, where did they find me? Like, I just cannot believe it. So thank you so much, just constantly, for all your support on my channel. It literally makes my day, and I just love doing it. I think you can all tell that I just literally love sitting behind a camera and filming a video. It just makes my day. Okay, let's, yes, I've just touched on that. There's some exciting things happening, but I can't talk about it just now, but I will be revealing it soon. Head over to my Instagram, it's @basicallyprincess. I'll also probably do a video on here explaining what's going on nearer to the end of January into February. So yeah, you'll have to stay tuned for that. I'm sorry guys, that's really annoying, but maybe that'll make you all stay tuned, because there's some cool stuff coming up. Next one is getting little jobs done each day so I don't get myself right. So that basically what I'm saying now is, when I went away at New Year, we went away to my Auntie Joanne's, and she is so, I just found that like when they were doing, it sounds ridiculous, it's just a small thing that just kind of like clicked in my head when we were away. So like when you have your dinner, for example, you wash up the plate as you go, right? It's just something so small. And I was like watching, as we were there, me and Lou were just like, as you would do, you just wash up your bowl, wash up your cup once you've done. And we were having a nice chat with my granddad, and it just made me think, right, that is going to be my goal of 2020. I don't want to get so worked up about washing dishes, for example. Last year I was so bad, and like as a couple, me and Lou would just leave the dishes after dinner at the side. That's not happening this year. I want them done every single night. I want to make sure that the kitchen is tidy every single day, so I don't have to even think the next morning, oh, they've got to be done. They're going to be done that night. Also small things like I've set myself every single day for the last 10 days, we're 10 days into January now. I've set myself 5 tasks a day. It could be, some days are just smaller than others. Some days it's like I don't know, something as simple as dust the work surface in the living room. That was one of my goals for today. And just small little tasks, just keep on top of life. I just think that sometimes, well, last year I was really bad for getting overwhelmed, and then I'd get onto my day off and I'd have a list of about 15 things to do. But then I was like, Harriet, if you just literally give yourself 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes after work, just to get a couple of little jobs done, you won't have to do that on your day off, and you can like relax, you know what I mean? So I think that's my goal for this year, is just to get little jobs done, little and often, around the house and round in general life jobs, and I just feel like life's going to be so much more organised. So that is my goal for, that is one of my main goals for this year. Next one is get better at saving and budgeting. So I wouldn't say get better, but be more organised. I need to write out, like, I was getting better at it at the end of 2019. I started writing down like my income for the month, what I had to save, what I had to, and now I'm like, I feel like I kind of am smashing it a little bit. At the end of last month I was like really getting into how much was my bills, how much I had to spend after that, and then I now need to get into this mindset of like, how much is my bills, how much I've got to spend that month, and how much I'm going to save that month. So that's this year's goal, and I'm really want to stick at it, because I just feel like it's one less stress to worry about, isn't it? You know what I mean? So that's definitely the goal. And also keep saving, finding reduction bays, finding bargain food, you know, that sort of stuff. That's always going to be a continual goal, because if I can save a few pounds, I am going to save the pounds, you know? And last but not least, my last goal for this year is, well, I've got a couple more, but get out even more and stay active and hit your 10k steps a day. So long story short, last year in 2018 was it? Yeah, 2018, my mum and dad got their dog Bertie, and I touched on it on my last video that I just felt like, I can't explain it, but I just got this like urge to take Bertie on walks by myself, and I started doing it. And before that, you would have never in a million years seen me out walking a dog. Like, you just would not have seen it. I would never have done it. And then I touched on end of 2018 in 2019, I just started to find a love for being outside. It was the endorphins that was let, is that the right endorphins that was let off while I was walking. I just loved the feeling of just feeling like tired from actually physical exercise. So I love walking. It does something amazing to my mind. I don't know what it is. I sleep well that night, and I just literally love walking. I could talk about it for hours. If you're not feeling good, get out in the fresh air, get a walk, you will feel amazing. So that's something I want to continue doing this year. I want to get fitter and stronger and just feel really good in myself. That is another goal for this year, and we've done amazing so far this year. Me and Lou have just been eating super healthy, and if you do feel good for it, you do feel really good for it. And yeah, it stops me snacking in an evening, because you have a healthy dinner instead of something that's like junky and then you want to go and eat, I don't know, a packet of share bag crisps. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because I love that too. Or a goo cheesecake. I love a goo cheesecake. But yeah, my goal for this year is just to get fitter, healthier, stronger, and just feel mentally with it. You know, that's my second last goal for the year. And then rounding all up, guys, I just want to stay super positive. I think it's so important in life, and I'm just going to continue to just be positive. I'm one of them people that something horrific could happen, and I'm like, okay, well, let's just find a small positive. And I always find a positive in every single situation. So I really want to keep continuing my positive mindset about life and about things going on. I just think if you've got a positive mindset, then you're literally half there, because no matter what happens in life, you're always going to find something slightly positive out of a really horrible situation. So I really want to continue that mindset into 2020, and whatever comes at me, I'm sure I can deal with it. So yeah, that is my goals for 2020. 2020. I just love saying that, so like I really hope this year's gonna be good, because I love saying that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and follow my YouTube journey for this year, and please give this video a huge thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you real soon in my next video. Bye, guys.